Hi. Good morning. I'm going to do my usual news rant with cards. So if you're going to want a card, go ahead and drop your name. Give me a second to share this feed. I'll be giving away a starseed activation off of this video. I just announced some winners on our page too, and I'll be contacting everyone on that list probably later in the day, today or tomorrow, to be giving them out. I have like one more share. I want to get a good audience. Today's my weekend after the day today, so I'm really excited about that. That's pretty much what we live for at our house. Alright, Monsanto is making the news again. Monsanto is offering cash incentives to U.S. farmers who use a weed killer that is facing heavy restrictions. Critics say that the PERC program is meant to increase sale of a product that is believed to harm crops. The American Agriculture and Biotech Corporations offering cash back to U.S. farmers who use Xendi Max, Monsanto's controversial herbicide, while growing soybeans engineered to resist the weed killer. Thank you for all the love. I have like just a really quick news today, so it'll go really fast. I only have a couple more headlines, so drop your name. I'll be doing cards. November 2016, the world witnessed what many said was impossible. Donald Trump was elected president of the United States. Nearly every poll predicted his defeat, but when the electoral map flipped red in the final hours, one man said he'd always known Trump would win. His name is Mark Taylor. He is co-author of the Trump Prophecies. You know, we love any kind of prophecies on my news. He said God told him Trump will be elected and that Trump will do a second term. He said God used Trump to stop an anti-Christian agenda. So they now have Trump Prophecies at a bookstore somewhere. North Korea has made many claims about the powers of leader Kim Jong-un and his family. Now it's boasting the greatest one yet, that he can control the weather. They did a public demonstration changing the weather. He was on like a hike and he did a really public demonstration of literally changing the weather. So a lot of stuff's just pretty much out in the open, but I know a lot of people still probably aren't seeing it if they don't really know what to look for. Pope Francis is making the news again. I tell people not to use words like the S word because you're giving negative entities your power. You're kind of invoking them. So that's why the Catholics, like priests, will always use the S word and D word and things like that and just throw it around the whole time you're right there and around them because they're invoking that energy. That's what they're all about. So Pope Francis says Satan's been misunderstood. Let's give him a chance. It's just strange to think about the Pope and the College of Cardinals are actually Satanists. But if you look at how the Pope literally facilitates the New World Order agenda all the time, it's really not that far-fetched. This is probably like the third time this week he's made my news too. And it just gets like more and more ludicrous. We have George Soros making the news, caught faking documentaries to smear Donald Trump for sexual abuse. Multiple women have now come forward accusing the president of sexual abuse, but now evidence has emerged that Soros' film company has been paying them to make false statements against him. And we know that's the elite's favorite tactic. They love to literally not only set people up for rape, they love to try to put them in jail for rapes and things like that to smear anything about them. We have people saying the flu shot is really a nationwide IQ test. They're saying it's an experiment run by globalists to thin the herd. They said they are eliminating people who are stupid enough to get the flu shot. That literally, legitly made the news. I also posted that in our Detoxing the Matrix group because I thought it was pretty legit. We have another prophecy saying we'll have an alien invasion in 2018. I previously discussed this about Project Bluebeam or a holographic type invasion, and then I said that, well, they actually have real fleets of UFOs and things like that in this kind of technology, so it's not that far-fetched that that would be the last card of the elite, pretty much. I feel like any of these kind of prophecies. I mean, we live in a manifest reality. We can really pick whatever probabilities we like, I guess. But it's really important to remember that extraterrestrials are spiritually evolved. They don't go around attacking people and terrorizing people. They're spiritually, very spiritually evolved, very spiritually advanced. Nisa Ray. Truth. We're here for truth, but you already brought that truth and wisdom that you need within you. And we need to really work on our heart chakras right now and opening ourselves up to more compassion and more empathy, because it's actually through our heart chakras that we're going to liberate our souls completely. So you're here for truth, but don't get lost in knowledge. It's more about love and things like that. Amy Hiller. Oh, Catholic. I know. Well, I think, I don't really want to get into, like, religious disputes. People say that, you know, all these paths lead to the light, whatever. You know, you can get what you want out of all these. I kind of take a little bit out of every religion and my own spirituality. It's cool. But they really take something positive. There's a holy war going on based on this Bible. There's holy wars going on right now in the Middle East. Like, they just started again over these kind of religions. So they seem to be positive and they appear to be positive, but they're actually kind of negative and causing separation, and they're all actually from the same source. All the religions people fight over. Amy. Work on grounding. Things are going to get really crazy because I keep telling everyone, I kind of feel energy. I can tell definitely how the energy is going to be, like, ahead of time. So I can really already tell how next week's going to be in the week after that. And, like, starting Monday, we have a new moon. And so a couple days before that, people won't be able to sleep as good and people will start to get really ungrounded. But we also have a super moon after that, and it's within 2 weeks, a 2-week period. So people are going to be really ungrounded. People have already been ungrounded, and there's been a lot of, like, protests globally. We actually have a lot of civil unrest in the Middle East right now going on and things like that. And because of that, the earth will respond. And I have a really close connection with the earth. I'm an earth sign. I just strongly connect with nature and the elements and things like that. So the earth will respond too. So we're going to have really crazy extreme weather and things like that. Last week I was in a tank top here. If you guys see my videos, and this week I'm in a snow blizzard. I was in a snow blizzard all night, but then the sun's back out right now. So the weather's been really extreme, to say the least, kind of globally, and they can boast about changing the weather, but they don't realize that there are global effects to that, that when you manipulate the weather in another area, it will respond in a different area. And there's just things, people are playing with things that they are having little knowledge of and that they shouldn't be playing with. And actually, it's the worst thing that they're doing on this planet is geoengineering, because it's impending on Earth's free will. So things are going to get kind of crazy, and as we're nearing the end of our cycle, it's just going to get even crazier. So we had to really work at staying grounded in our own lives and doing things at our own pace, because if I was kind of following the Matrix template, I would always be stressed out and have so much work to do and be never getting anywhere. And we just had to really stop all that and get to a place where we can ground, meditate, spend more time recharging, things like that. So work on grounding. I like to stay really grounded. That's why I do a better video if I have the music on and I'm grounded in my own element rather than bouncing off of everyone else's energy. So I'm working at stabilizing and setting my own vibration instead of kind of absorbing and picking up everyone else's. Jamie Chaney, good morning. I'm going outside into the snow, actually. I have to go into the Matrix, and there's a lot of snow. I mean, like, we almost probably both didn't work today because of the snow outside. Like, it was almost probably impossible to drive to work. So there's a lot of snow suddenly. We're taking back our power. I say the sacral is the chakra of the week that we're working on. We're working on it in our class, but our class is always lining up perfectly with the energy. It's funny how that works out. So we're working on our sacral chakras and taking back our power right now. That's the point of all this. I don't want people to be like freaking out, but yeah, there are things going on kind of globally people should be aware of so we can make better informed decisions and stay healthier and work on healing right now. But my main focus is always healing and manifesting. Always. But we have to really take back our power to be doing that, and we have to really work at taking back our energy. Natalie Cottrell, the Pope is going to change Jesus' prayer. I swear, my friend said he's the Antichrist because I like to tell people all about the news. If you ever talk to me, I can tell you always what's going on and what's crazy and whatever. I'm just into the news, and it always just kind of finds me. So I told my friend that, and he said he's the Antichrist. I said there's many people here in the Matrix with Antichrist qualities, and basically Jesus had a lot of compassion, and there are a lot of people with no compassion, lack of it, no empathy. Those are kind of Antichrist qualities. So I think there's several kind of Antichrist personalities right now around, mainly in positions where people will go follow them or worship them. It's to teach us to go within and to listen to our own intuition. So if we're going outside of ourselves and we're seeking these religions and these God in these places, you're not going to find it. It's teaching you to use your own intuition and to find your own spirituality. Natalie, I'm not sure your relationship status, but this message and a lot of them are for everyone. Like, anyone can watch my feeds and get so much out of them. And my intent is to give you some kind of positive programming, because there's all like negative television shows and negative stuff everywhere. And this will really help reprogram you to be more grateful, appreciative of your lives, give you some little tips that help, and just transform your lives just from this little stuff. So I just like to give people spiritual pointers, but the whole point of this is love. So if you're in a relationship, you want to work at that relationship and making it more spiritual. And if you can't, if it's not spiritual, it's always going to fall apart. Your relationship has to be spiritual. Anything not spiritual will fall apart. That's why we're seeing these structures kind of self-destruct. We don't have to do anything. They're falling in on their own. We can watch, hopefully from a new place and a new perspective. But we don't actually have to do anything. So anything not spiritual will not last. And that goes for your relationships especially. So the goal is to reunite with yourself. It's like kind of like a game of hide and seek. We're trying to find ourselves. And it's with yourself. We think we're trying to find the perfect partner or, you know, the flame or the soulmate, but you're really looking for yourself. Even looking for God, that's what you're going to find yourself. So the goal is to be in a spiritual union. If you're not already in one, you will be in one. Carrie Clark with the alien emoji. I just ordered 2 more alien Christmas shirts. I can't wait. I'm really excited. I like creating things like that. I'm really into stuff like that. We are working on unblocking ourselves. And if you have any obstacles or challenges, those limits, we put those on ourselves. Like, we have so many blocks. I want to help people manifest more abundance too, because I feel like we're living in such lack and sickness and all this stuff, and I'm trying to eradicate these things. Definitely within my own life, but I'm trying to maybe help teach people things that I've learned to improve my situation that worked. So we have all these blocks. Mainly we start out inheriting them from our parents. I see children that literally will inherit the same block chakras that their parents have. Same exact block chakras. So whatever, 2 chakras you're working on, your child is going to automatically come into the world working on those chakras, and with that same kind of baggage. We have these energy signatures. And a lot of us came here and volunteered to transmute karma for these families. So we have to unlimit ourselves now. We basically have to reprogram ourselves. We had a lot of negative programming just growing up here. And we just really have to reprogram ourselves to our true frequencies of love and abundance. Britany Labard. We have this. If this card could go on forever, it would be infinite probabilities, infinite doors, infinite possibilities. People do not realize, I don't know, have you ever had like this amazing dream where you just created something amazing or saw something amazing or connected with someone amazing or whatever? I know I've had these amazing dream experiences. You know, where I could teleport or fly or go find someone. And it's not like here. There's not that ego personality. It's more like the real essence of us in the dream world. Now, the problem with this place is exactly the same rules. It has the exact same laws that govern it. This plane in the dream realm. But the difference is we've been so conditioned while living in these bodies, and they're so dense and they're so heavy, but we've been so conditioned that we really, we feed into this reality and we believe it to be true. But in the dream state, that's our true selves. We know that we can do anything. But we could do the same things here. We could levitate stuff. We could fly. We could do the exact same things. The only thing that's limiting ourselves is our minds. So we really have a lot of healing to do and a lot of reprogramming. But you have infinite choices. You can create anything that you want here. Your thoughts are creating the physical reality that you see. So if you don't like the things you're creating, change your thoughts and be more positive. Leslie Lewis. You're working on your throat chakra. That's actually a lot. Everyone knows that's about truth pretty much. I'm always saying this. Everyone's hearing it. You guys should all know that that chakra is about truth, but it's also about purification. And that's what I'm all about right now. Purification. Because the more I purify my energy, the stronger my abilities will be, the stronger I'll be with what I'm trying to do with my healing mission. So I'm always just stressing purification, detox, things like that. But that really correlates with this. And every chakra correlates with a density. So that correlates with the fifth dimension. You're hearing a lot about the fifth dimension. Maybe we're living there. Maybe the planet will be ascending there. Maybe one day we'll be there. Maybe we are there. Keep on working on speaking your truth. And the biggest thing to block the throat chakra is not speaking our truth and not saying anything and being silent. I think we have to stop caring what other people think. Trust me, this is like a famous line. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to make friends with my Ascension. I'm on a mission and I'm here to save people. So if I'm not popular or my friends don't like it, that I'm shaking their reality or I'm waking them up, that's okay with me. As we find peace with ourselves, though, we should find peace with everything around us. More and more. So the more peace that you're finding internally, the more your world will start to reflect it, though. Sharyl Eckhart. Partnerships and alliances. You're working on your non-romantic friendships. Like with your employers, with your family, things like that. I'm really working at my relationship with myself. And as I do that, as I heal myself, all my relationships kind of like, go into place. She said to turn down the music, so I'll try to talk louder. But literally, you should be working on the relationships around you. But as you work on your relationship with yourself, you won't have to. Everything will just improve around you. Because everything is a reflection of what's going on with you. So our problem is we spend all this time trying to fix everything around us and do things and everything like that. And we should be working on ourselves. And all of those things will magically just kind of fall into place and change. Angela Love. She's bored on my feed. She gets the boredom card. I feel a little bored on my mission too, because I'm really like still playing with things, still learning, just kind of bouncing around, just kind of like you. And I think that we're a little bit out of place still. I think we've yet to find our place yet, our niche. and we're just kind of like experimenting with things and trying different things and, you know, all sorts of stuff. But I really feel like we haven't even found our niche yet, and we're still kind of like working on healing ourselves and all this stuff. So I can't wait for like a year from now. I live in like a year from now all the time. This is how I manifest. This is how I create. You know, it's like a combination of remote viewing and creating and manifesting. So I can't wait to see how healed we both are in like another year's time, because we've been on this healing journey for a while now. So I really can't wait to see like a year from now and how amazing things are too. And so it's pretty amazing a journey. We're not even there yet. And prosperity is definitely going to begin. This is definitely your card too. Real prosperity too. I'm always telling everyone that abundance is not a monetary amount. That I always am feeling abundant now. I'm waking up grateful and abundant. Especially being an energy worker, because I believe that energy is our true spiritual currency. Crysta Higginbotham. Rest and rejuvenate. I keep telling everyone this to rest up, because you guys won't be able to sleep good, like starting maybe Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night for sure you won't be able to. So just kind of rest up, just because of the energy shifts and what we're going through. I tell everyone I'm just kind of like, you know, going through these massive, crazy upgrades and ascension energies while, you know, living my life and working and doing everything normal. And it can be really intense at times, because we're going through a blender basically. We're really getting upgraded. We're really getting purified. So rest more. Meditate. Rejuvenate. I tell everyone that we get a certain energy when we sleep, but if we meditate, we get a cosmic energy. The problem with meditation is it can take skill. I think now, I don't know, it can take skill. You have to practice these things, I guess. Sabrina Zimmerman, love. Everyone gets a love card in my world. I'm a twin flame, and I can tell you about the hardest thing I've ever done, but the most amazing love ever. There's nothing more spiritual than meeting someone that you literally share a soul with every life and work together for a common purpose with. And I think there's just so much separation in the third dimension. Like so much separation. That is the lesson of the third dimension. We forget who we are so that we can experience a separate consciousness. So that we can have our own individual experience, but we really are one. There's only one consciousness. I know this for a fact. I've even seen it. Like, seen these things in the astral. Like, been shown this stuff, so I know it. But we're fed this illusion of separateness, and we're kept separate. Because people are powerful when they're full, when they're complete. Those kind of divine counterparts are really powerful relationships. So we're really kept in this illusion of separateness. But love is going to begin, and we're going to work on more self-love. If anyone is trying to manifest their twin flame, the goal is to not to need to be with anyone and to be complete on your own, and to work on more self-love and more healing with yourself. Because I understand now why we come together in perfect timing. It's like an entire two universes have to align and come together in the perfect moment and basically just emerge into one. And it has to be done in the perfect timing. So it's really up to you and your healing and how much you're loving yourself. Our polarities have a lot to do with stuff too. I shifted my polarity to service to others. I'm very service to others at this point. Completely service to others. And it gives me such bliss and gratitude. But it's also helping me do a lot of soul work really rapidly. It's helping me grow really, really fast. Aaron McSherry, you're working on your root chakra and letting go of fear completely. We have to eliminate fear. We're sitting there creating our fears and everything we don't like, and then we're complaining about it and posting about it on Facebook, right? Everything we hate. But we're feeding our fears then. We're in control of what we see here. We're the co-creators of this reality. And we have a lot more power than we think. But we had to let go of fear first off. They keep us in those lower chakras. I see everyone freaking out over flu shots, and they're getting them out of fear. They would never get it if they were not afraid of being sick. Any decisions being made out of fear are going to be really bad for you. Kelly Jacobs with a Y. Sacral chakra. And that fits the theme. Like I said, we're working on our sacrals this week. I'm doing a lot of sacral healing work. I'm going to insert this in here too. If you guys need me afterwards, you guys can always just literally set up a reading on our site, and I teach Reiki as well. Until January 1st, we're doing a Reiki level special where if you buy a level, you get a level free for either our Reiki classes or Blue Star Healing classes. We have all sorts of activations too. If you share this feed, I'm giving away a starseed activation off of this video, and I give away activation off of every video, and I'm always trying to give out like a lot of good energy and activation. So if you need me, the link is above. But you're working on your sacral. You're working on taking back your power now. See, the thing is that we have free will. That's just what everything centers around here. So we can decide, we have to say no, that this is impending on our free will, that we don't want this. Because we can decide what to create here. So I think it's about using your free will in an informed way. Vicky Jones with a Y. Facebook, oftentimes there's a lag in my comments. I just kind of go do them in order, random, or I could get like a lot of comments too. My mission pretty much is my feeds, and I try to like get a kind of a big audience. So sometimes I get a lot of people on here. Sorry you haven't got a card, but you're definitely a starseed. Share the video, try to win the starseed activation, or you would really benefit from one. In our store, we do starseed or Pleiadian activations. I do Blue Star Healing. I'm a Blue Star Healing Master as well. So this is a really big place, this universe, and we need to work at raising our vibrational frequencies so that we can actually better tune in and communicate with our galactic families, and our guides, our angels, and everyone around us that's helping us on our missions. So keep working at raising your frequency. Megan Elizabeth Huckleby. This card really goes perfect with what you're going through. We need to just surrender. We're going through an ego death. It's just part of the process, and a lot of times you have to lose a lot of stuff. I personally lost pretty much everyone and everything I loved, but I'm very grateful for it because it was part of the process that I agreed to or signed up for. So let go, get spiritual, pray, hand it over to God. That's the best thing you can do. I like the saying where they say, a bad day for your ego is a good day for your soul. It's pretty accurate. Some of the worst days I've ever had were good for my soul growth. They were some of probably the hardest lessons I had, right? But they were really good for what I needed. Take a really good look at your life right now. With this energy, it's really about reflecting too. So take a really good look and think about what you really want, because you have a lot of past issues coming up too. Corny Johnson. Like I just said half a second ago, we're working on healing our past right now. We might not be conscious or aware of everything that we've experienced or been through, but trust me on this, right now the whole planet needs to heal. So this is a time of healing, and you really want to work on your heart chakra and healing any kind of like past life stuff, we do really good like shamanic healing package, past life trauma packages, things like that, because we really store that kind of stuff in our energy bodies and things like that. So work on your heart chakra, eat more leafy green things, work on more love. Everyone needs to work on their heart chakra right now. That's how you liberate yourself from this plane. It's literally everything about it. That was like, I have to translate the Law 1 from my mystery school class, and it was everything I just got out of the last session. Was all you have to do is basically open your heart chakra to get out of this dimension or this prison. And they turn our bodies into a virtual prison. Like a virtual prison. So we're basically trapped here, just kind of on a reincarnation loop. So you really have to work at your heart chakra, and that goes for everyone. Becca Jade. Oh, there's been extraterrestrial contact. Not just that, but extraterrestrials living here since the beginning of time. There are guardians. They help take care of this planet. Anything that you can believe is possible is real here. Like I said, it's just like the dream realm. Anything that you could ever believe. The truth is stranger than fiction. There's all sorts of things at play. And our human history really involves the whole universe. I think that we're all a collection of many races, and that we're living in the middle of a genetic experiment. We might all look the same, but we all actually have very different genetics. That's why there's a lot of war between certain groups. Becca, you are moving on from anyone and anything not serving you. Right now, we are getting ready for a new year. I have some Christmas posts and some New Year's posts. I'm all ready. I already have them set, probably for like 2 months now on my phone, ready to go. But as this year is coming to a close, everyone should be kind of looking at the things they don't like in their life, because it's New Year's Eve and everyone makes their resolutions and things like that. So everyone should just be kind of thinking about maybe it's a new year, a fresh start. Personally, I get a fresh start every day. That's why I kind of like my life now. Every day is a new slate for me, a fresh start, which is pretty amazing. But some people look at it like it's a new year. Some people quit smoking, go on diets. Maybe they'll get a gym membership, things like that. But we should be doing that all the time. We should be trying to better ourselves. The problem with these religions is they teach you to wait for this place, this beautiful place you might make it to. But we're supposed to be creating heaven right here. It's actually something we're supposed to be building. So we have to be continually moving on from anyone and anything not serving us all the time. Our bodies will naturally detox as long as we don't have any toxins coming in. But the problem is that we have all of these toxins coming in from everywhere all the time. That's exactly why we're being exposed to these toxins. So take a look at your own life and try to get rid of anything that is toxic to your soul. Lola Sinclair. Triumphant success. I am so proud and amazed and in awe and bliss and gratitude all the time around everyone around me, because I see people taking an incentive to heal and to fix their lives and to create something better and to inspire others and to help others. And it's pretty amazing. So anything that you guys want to do right now, you're going to be successful at. Anything. Every day, your energy is getting a little bit better. You're getting a little bit higher vibration, everyone around us. And we're all vibing the same, or you guys wouldn't have found my feed. You guys wouldn't be here watching it. So we're all in the same vibration. And everything's just going to get better every day. So go out there, make big decisions. Take control of your life. Debra MacLeod. The Waiting Game. Like I just said, don't wait for anyone to come save you. A lot of people are waiting for extraterrestrials, Jesus, something. But I'm here to tell you that this is a school, and we're here to work on ourselves. And that when we leave here, when we are in the other realm, we can't work on our souls in the same way. We don't evolve in the same way. So this is a place where we learn, we grow, and we evolve. And it's not about what you're going to have in this life materially. It's about who you're becoming. So don't wait for anyone. Take control of your lives. Janine Lowery, emotional withdrawal. This is my favorite card. There's nature, sea salt, meditation, all my favorite things. I wish I was on a beach meditating somewhere right now. That would be pretty amazing. So those of you that can get outside, because I'm kind of reaching a global kind of audience. Those of you that can get outside into nature, get outside. Take advantage of it. Take some beautiful beach pictures, some pictures outside. Nature is the frequency that we want to be attuned to. We're like cells in a body. So we want to be on the same frequency as the earth always. And as the earth is moving through space and shifting into these higher dimensions or densities, we want to be on the same frequencies. Spend time to recharge this weekend. Until the weekend. Until Monday. Take time to recharge. Katelyn Murphy. Wisdom. You have all the wisdom you need. Don't let anyone think that you need knowledge or wisdom or things like that. All you need is love here, but you have all the wisdom you need. You brought it with you. It's in your DNA. It's in your blueprint. So you want to meditate. And you already know the basics. So just keep on working on activating your DNA and meditating. We do DNA activations and repair. That's one of my specialties and my abilities. I was just telling someone that would be DNA and DNA repair. Lorenzo, so I can't say it, Javier Gonzalez. Positive movement forward. It's pretty much smooth sailing from here. Things are only going to get better for us. I know we're really purging out a lot collectively. So much. And this energy is affecting everyone globally. In some type of way. It's purifying everyone. I really like the Hopi prophecies. I'm really into all types of prophecies, and I'm pretty kind of knowledgeable. Just, I don't know, maybe I had a lot of past life knowledge in certain areas. Some things just come easily to me. I just have some interest, and I kind of see a lot of people around me with the same type of interest and kind of information that we're being either channeling or we came here with it. It's pretty amazing. So that's kind of one of my interests. But I really like the Hopi prophecies. And they talk about, and they have the beautiful prophecy drawing, and I'll probably butcher this trying to explain it, but I'll try. They have this drawing, and it shows two paths. And the one path is materialism, and the other basically is spirituality. But there comes a point where it will be too late to switch paths. And basically everyone on the material path is going to be destroyed. And they talk about a day of purification. And I believe that is now. We are being purified. We are being hit with that energy that is purifying us. But we're also living in the middle of so many prophecies. And basically they're all always true. I joke about it. I said, I think we've had 8 Bible prophecies this year at least. Major ones that were pretty exciting for my end time news. And I'm looking forward to maybe one at the end of January again. So, I mean, maybe every month, every couple months we have a Bible prophecy. And they're all pretty amazing and pretty accurate. So it's kind of an exciting time to be around. But we're going through a purification. Patty Ward. We're working on a spiritual strength. That's all I care about too. I'm working on my energy all the time. I'm working on healing myself, and I'm working on elevating myself. And on just a spiritual strength, because I know that's all that's real. I live in my light body now. I was told to live in my light body, that if you don't want to feel pain, you can live in your light body. And that's very accurate. We get trapped in these bodies and we forget about the spiritual aspects. So keep on working on building up a spiritual strength. We're getting doused with metals because metals weaken the soul. Any type of sickness is going to be spiritual. And if you weaken the soul, the body will get sick or have problems, things like that. We know that. So these metals, when you take them into your body and we're breathing them in, they stay in your body forever. They have spiritual effects on people, and then they manifest into physical effects. So keep on working on a spiritual strength right now. I tell everyone to detox the metals. I even made a little group so I can tell people, start taking chlorella or spirulina or cilantro, research it. You have to detox these metals out of you. They're having spiritual effects on people. And everyone's having effects. Whether it be people who are dealing with autism, ADHD, schizophrenia, Alzheimer's, dementia, fibromyalgia, things like that. Or some people say, I'm not sick. I had someone say, I got a flu shot 2 years ago. I'm not sick. People are still showing symptoms with anxiety, depression, racing thoughts, being ungrounded. People are showing all sorts of symptoms, stomach issues, all sorts of problems manifesting in a collective way. So we really need to finish detoxing right now. We need to kind of detox all this garbage out of us. We basically have a lifetime of toxins that have been accumulating. And not just the physical kind, emotional toxins. We stored so many negative emotions in our bodies, and those get stored in our stomach, in our digestive linings. That's why a lot of people are purging or purifying or going through this ending purging cycles when they're healing. So we're really being purified right now. The day of purification is definitely right now. Oh, Nisa Ray wants a pet for Christmas. We have a dog, and this dog finds me every life, I swear. He went through a lot to join us on our mission now, and it's pretty amazing, and I have a really strong telepathic link with the dog where I can definitely telepathy the dog. I have a strong connection with animals, the earth, and children though. Children can read energy usually. Or they can read people better, they can pick up on vibrations. Dogs, pets also can usually read energy better. So usually children are really drawn to me when they're around me. If they're in person, they'll be really drawn to me. Or pets too. We do pet healing as well. Our dog's on antibiotics again too. He gets these paw things, he's very sensitive to the toxins too. And he has to be on a special diet and stuff like that. So pets and children are also being affected during this time. Our planet has just really reached toxic levels, and we're all just kind of being affected. And we really had to purify, but in a spiritual sense too. Carolyn Santi, material and spiritual prosperity. I want to see everyone do really good and manifest true abundance, which is a feeling of security, but it's also being in that flow of giving and receiving. So many people stopped giving, so they stopped receiving. It's kind of a two-way flow. I like to be in it all the time if I can be. I kind of like to ride the energy. So focus on manifesting. I'm going to let you guys go on that note. But I am here for healing work, and I'm putting a vibe out for people who would like to be healers as well and would like to check out our energy healing classes. I've been putting out major vibes for students. We have some amazing deals so that you guys can get your Reiki work done and certified and things like that. So definitely check out our site, and sending you guys so much love and light, and have a good weekend. I'll be back Monday with some more videos.